Welcome to Friday afternoon in Dawsons' Asbestos Construction and Demolition divisions. I've got with me Wes Dawson, Lex Stanley and Wayne Brooks, and I thought we'd elaborate a little bit more on how much fun we have down in this part of the company. And I think that probably starting with, we'll put age before beauty. Lex, you've been with the company for how long?
Probably going on 18 years, or thereabouts. A little bit too long maybe, but yeah, sort of grew up with the place, and yeah, very small. We started on a very small scale and built it up from there with the asbestos removal, demolition, and then we had the construction division start probably in earnest about 5 to 8 years ago, I suppose.
So this has been an evolution for Lex, but you started in a different role. Maybe tell us a little bit about where you started.
I'm a boilermaker by trade and started out here at the request of Sharon's dad and mum, who I knew before that, and started out here looking after fabrication workshops, which wasn't where you filmed earlier today. It was a little shed across the road, but we built that. So yeah, been here, I've seen a few different roles. A little bit minister for everything for a while, but yeah, settled in down here with the asbestos removals, my baby, and then helping these boys with the construction.
So this is a unique division of Dawsons, and we're probably specialists in remote area construction, environmentally sensitive areas, and that means that the guys often have to do unusual jobs, make things up on the fly. They're out in a remote area doing a job and they can't go down to the local Bunnings and get gear when they need it, which is really where the guys come into their own, thinking on their feet. Maybe I'll get the guys to tell you a little bit about their favourite experience thinking on their feet in the bush.
Yeah, it was many of them. Depends where you want to start. There's times where we've had to do jobs on the side of the hills where the only way to get the gear up the hill is by winching it, and the concrete by pouring it down chutes down into the holes halfway down the hills, and pretty much making it up as you go to suit your environment, and working with the other local Indigenous and other contractors on the way to make sure it all flows through properly. And it's always a challenge, but the challenge makes it better, more interesting than the usual stuff that we might do. So yeah, it's good part of the business.
Brooksy, you're a relative newcomer. Your favourite job so far?
Probably recently the Weeper upgrades, big project, something new, getting in partly with the mining into the construction side of things and trying to get up there and get a foot in the door and make things happen. Yeah.
Yep. And what in particular was satisfying or rewarding about that?
Finishing it.
And you've come from a background really where you've had a lot of experience working in government departments. How do you find the contrast in working for a privately owned family business?
I suppose the availability of being a bit more relaxed, not so pinpoint direction of who does what and how things are. You have a bit of overall where you can, I suppose, get to see the start to finish of the project from the estimating side right through to the purchasing and actual managing it on site, and right through to see how you turned out at the end, where a lot of that's all broken up in a lot of different government departments. So yeah, you get to do a bit of everything.
Lex, what's been your favourite job so far, or the most memorable thing? You've had a lot. Maybe.
Very hard to pinpoint one in particular, Sharon. Couldn't even begin to start saying. But look, we've done a lot of jobs through a lot of different locations. We've got a pretty broad client base too, so that's always made things interesting.